If you are still thinking about a gift to get someone in your family, a friend, a cousin, etc., well, I might have the solution for you guys. This is a CNBC article that was published just 2 days ago. Next Gen Investing, guys. Welcome back to the channel here, the Coin Zone. I'm Crypto with Paul. Let's get right into this. Today's topic is assets are being accumulated by the younger generation and they're different types of assets. What is this channel about? Cryptocurrency, guys. So let's dive right into it. 45% of Gen Z adults say they would be happy to receive crypto as a gift this holiday season. And here's what the experts say. So forget toys and collectibles. Crypto might be a hot ticket item this holiday season. In the US, 45% of Gen Z adults aged 18 to 28 said they would be excited to receive cryptocurrency as a holiday gift this year, according to a global survey of 1,000 adults conducted by payment technology company Visa in October. Okay. So why is this important, guys? Well, let's break it down from a different perspective, a different point of view. If we're just going to take a look at charts, graphs, crap, I just clicked out of two of the frickin' things that I had pulled up for just now. Wonderful. Great job, Paul. So I had a couple charts. I can't believe I just did that. I'm so annoyed right now. So there's a couple of things that I want to take a look at. Obviously, this is the first article. Okay, but yes, guys, studies consistently show that Gen Z and millennial investors have a strong preference for cryptocurrency, okay, compared to traditional assets like stocks, bonds, even things like real estate, guys. So this is mainly the chart that I wanted to show here. Okay, the Kabisi letter, and because this is the consistency in general. If you're Gen Z, if you're not Gen Z, this is what's going on. The younger generation is looking at different types of assets than traditional assets, i.e. gold, silver, real estate, bonds, etc. Even the stock market in a small percentage. The young generation likes cryptocurrency, guys. So the message here that I'm trying to convey is any financial book is going to tell you how to generate wealth for yourself over time, and that's by building assets, building up your asset column and not your liability column. Now, here's the issue. A lot of people in the middle class don't have any assets, and that's why they get quote unquote left behind. As this Kabisi letter states right now, own assets or be left behind. Now let's break through this. The wealthiest U.S. households with net worths above $1 billion hold 37% of their wealth in stocks, followed by 35% in business interests. Those with 100 million to $1 billion hold 58% in businesses and 10% in equities. By comparison, households with net worth under $10,000 hold 36% of their assets in their primary residence, followed by 34% in vehicles. Okay, so basically the primary residence is a mortgage payment that's not giving them cash flow, and a vehicle just depreciates right off the lot, and I'm sure they're making payments on it. This is the difference, guys. Those aren't assets. Now, I've had this conversation with people recently. Your house is not an asset, guys. It's something you live in. Now, yes, you're building equity and you can take that and do things with that. Sure. Like, I'm not downplaying that. But the average person who creates wealth for themselves doesn't do that over time by buying a house and living in it. They put assets, real estate, in their asset columns. But that's cash flow. That's passive income. So what's going on with this younger generation? Well, houses are basically being priced out of buying. Gen Z can't afford to buy a house. But what can they afford, guys? They can afford cryptocurrencies. They can afford to download Coinbase on their phone and buy a little bit of Bitcoin or buy a little bit of ETH. The game is changing in large part, and people need to wake up to this, guys. Okay. Again, the largest transfer of wealth is going to be happening soon between boomers to millennials. Okay, the boomers are the richest generation in history. So we're talking about the most riches that are in existence right now is being passed down to millennials. Now, on average, what do millennials and Gen Z like to do, guys? Well, they like to buy Bitcoin and cryptocurrency over gold, over these other assets. So if you zoom out, I mean, that's only one thing is basically going to happen. What drives cycles, bull cycles, etc., is liquidity. So if we continue to have this longer term horizon, this longer term mind frame, when it comes to cryptocurrency investment adoption, again, guys, we're at the same place with crypto adoption that the internet was in the late 90s. Okay, we're talking before social media existed. We're talking before, you could buy anything off Amazon. The game hasn't been changed yet. We're still at the beginning stages. So again, any Gen Z can easily in 2 seconds put Coinbase on their phone and buy some quote unquote crypto assets. Gen Z is not buying real estate right now, guys. That's just not happening. They're not buying gold right now. They might be buying stocks, but in large part, again, going back to CNBC, this is from 2 days ago, 45% of Gen Z adults say they'd be happy to receive crypto as a gift this holiday season and that they prefer crypto over these other assets. That's mainly the discussion I wanted to have here. Just a short discussion. Okay, guys, just wanted to drive this home because this is basically the whole point. This is why Bitcoin was created in general. Was to combat the melting ice cube of the US dollar and your purchasing power just getting derailed year over year because the government can't stop printing money. Now, what happens when more money gets printed and put into circulation? Well, the value of each dollar goes down, but the value of assets like Bitcoin or real estate or gold go up. So basically, the big question here is, number one, do you have any assets? And number two, what is it? And are you buying and holding it? So again, just driving this home here, guys, because Gen Z is not traditional. The world is changing. Things are changing. Okay, and they're putting their money into assets like Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So as the years roll on, as boomers pass down their money to millennials and Gen Zs, this will only get bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, again, just to reiterate, we're at the same adoption rate that the internet was in the late 90s. We're not even close to true adoption yet. So if you think you're late, I mean, yes, you didn't buy Bitcoin at $1,000, but that doesn't mean you're late. Genuinely, I feel like we're still just getting started, which is crazy because I've been in this space for 5+ years. But that's really my 2 cents, guys. All right. This is what we do here at the Coin Zone, just kind of breaking down some breaking news, some charts, some trending topics, etc. And this is something that always sticks out in my mind is the ownership of assets, because that's what genuinely separates over time the middle class from staying middle class the rest of their lives, or actually being able to build wealth over time for themselves. And again, this generation is different. We're not out here getting loans to buy real estate. Gen Z, I'm the last year of a millennial, but Gen Z is out here buying crypto, guys. They're looking at ETH. They're listening to Tom Lee. They're listening to Michael Saylor. They're listening to their favorite DGen on X. That's the reality now. So I would be long-term bullish. I still am. Very, very long-term bullish on Bitcoin, on cryptocurrency as a whole space, but in particular specific projects that I think are just setting themselves up, that were built fundamentally and correctly to withstand a bunch of crazy things and still be here in the future. That's the direction I think that we're headed down. And I think it's a good direction. I'm excited to see where this takes us. But again, guys, if you never want to miss breaking news like this, you got to make sure to sub to us here at the Coin Zone, because I don't see anybody else giving you this type of information out there on YouTube right now. We're just trying to encourage you, not even DGen wise. This is overall investment wise. Again, I'll reiterate it. This is the Kabisi letter. Great channel. If you haven't followed Adam Kabisi, the Kabisi letter, great channel to follow. They break things down in an easy way to digest and understand. But again, just to drive it home, guys, if you want to stay middle class for the rest of your life, don't buy assets. If you want to get out of the rat race over time, buy assets or start a business and work your ass off. King, what's up, brother? Thanks for tapping in. It's good to see you. King, I hope you I mean, I know you do. Your comments in the past, brother, I know you're doing the right things. And you know, this is the reality, guys. Now, I'm not discouraging anybody or saying don't buy real estate or anything. That's not what I'm saying at all. It's still a great thing to have in any portfolio. But the truth of the matter is there are definitely different things and a tide happening, a shift happening. They are not making it easy for us. No, it's crazy. You know, and anytime I have a conversation with someone that's 10, 20, 30 years older than me, they say the same thing. Oh, I feel so bad for your generation. Everything is insanely expensive. They're making it look like there's no hope and it's going away. Yeah, I mean, this is the fight, guys. You know, you have your average politician who genuinely has no idea what they're talking about when it comes to economics or finances. Zero clue. Zero clue how the impact of their ridiculous policies affect your life directly, your bank account directly. Every time we print money, we're basically, and spend an insane amount, we're basically borrowing from the future generations. We're borrowing from our future selves. We're making it harder for our future selves. Anytime a country's quality of life, a kid's generation is, their quality of life is worse than their parents', that means we're going in the wrong direction. And that's not a good thing. In the background, interest is building and mounting an attack. Yeah, a lot of crazy stuff going on right now, guys. I don't know what just happened with my camera. I've had some wacky things happen with my Wi-Fi here. Interesting, as of late. A little strange to see. Yeah, okay, looking good. A little bit zoomed out at the moment. But yeah, this is my 2 cents. I appreciate you for tapping in. This is going to be a quick one here today on the Coin Zone, because we have an interview coming up shortly with somebody in the night community, Midnight Ambassador. We're about to do an interview with. I'm so stoked to have this conversation and share it with you guys. So we're going to do that. I'm going to sign off. I'll be back again later. King, I appreciate you for tapping in. And again, guys, today's topic, you know, if you're looking for a good Christmas gift, you know, crypto seems to be a good one right now for many people. I need to go back and look at you in the Angry Crypto interview. 100%. Appreciate you for tapping in. It's going to be very insightful. No problem. Stay easy, Paul. Appreciate you, King. You stay easy as well, brother. I'll see you soon. We'll chat soon here on the streams. And that's about it. It's Wednesday, December 17th. Got a couple days left. Next week is Christmas. So love to see it. That's going to be fun. St. Nick's coming. He's giving people crypto for Christmas. Pumping people's bags because he's got his own bag, right? Love to see it. All right, y'all. See you, King. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Make sure to sub to the channel. This is the Coin Zone. I'm Crypto with Paul. See you soon.